Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It was a tremendous passing display that this man put on last week. Short, deep, intermediate. He made all the throws, and he had the yards to prove it, not to mention the win. He's riding high coming into this game. It's the Texans going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the... Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Tackle made there by Quentin Demps.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Again, Anderson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
It's a loss of 14 that... Coming out now, the Broncos. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
Anderson. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They give it to Anderson. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
third down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Green with a catch left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And a big turnover there. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught at the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
That one goes for 24 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. And that run massively increased his production. And Denver getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll drop to throw, but he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Back to throw here. Screen play, Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Nice production there from the former undrafted free agent C.J. Anderson.
And teams always want to bring people in with guys like C.J. Anderson. Okay, he's undrafted free agent. He's done well for us. Let's draft a guy over top of him or bring in someone else. And guess who always ends up emerging? C.J. Anderson. Every single time. Remember that big run in overtime to beat the New England Patriots in 2015 season? He's something.
Thomas, the lone receiver left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Back to the ground, Anderson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the I. They'll look to throw here on first down. Wheaton with a catch right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Here's Anderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, touchdown number 15 of the year. Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now Anderson. C.J. Anderson. Past the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big-time run there by Anderson. 54 yards on the ground. Another run, this time, though, for Seth. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. In the backfield is Anderson. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Such an art to dot the I, just get... Denver getting set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because They really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On second down, Anderson fighting through. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. In the backfield is Anderson. And he'll get it up the middle. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go here on second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Remember how much we enjoyed watching him last week?
It's the same thing this week. Look at those numbers.
I'd hate to be a defender right now because no matter what they're throwing at him in terms of coverages, he's finding ways to defeat it. And even when he's covered, he's not covered. Hey, what is he doing? What's that term they use? He's uncovering and making big catches. Really fun to watch. But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They run it again with Anderson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now with the play clock becoming an issue here, Gary Kubiak is going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They run Anderson, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a run with Anderson. Anderson loses the football, and the Texans scoop it.
It's like...
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Denver, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the San Diego Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.